A luminaire can indeed have multiple circuits, whether they operate at the same voltage or at different voltages. To ensure compliance with UL 1598 and the National Electrical Code, several key requirements must be met. Firstly, each circuit must be isolated from the other circuits. This isolation can be achieved through various means, such as utilizing separate ballasts or transformers. The fundamental principle is to prevent any unintended electrical interaction between the circuits. Secondly, each circuit must have its own independent overcurrent protection device. This could be a fuse or a circuit breaker, specifically sized to protect the wiring and components of that particular circuit. The overcurrent protection device is essential to prevent damage from excessive current flow. Thirdly, the wiring for each circuit must be adequately sized to handle the current draw of the load connected to this circuit. This means selecting wires with an appropriate ampacity rating to safely carry the anticipated current. Undersized wiring can overheat and pose a fire hazard. Fourthly, each circuit must be controlled by a separate switch. This allows for independent control of each lighting element within the luminaire, providing the desired flexibility for the user. Looking at UL 1598, Section 27.13.2 provides guidance on this topic. It states that branch circuit wiring shall be enclosed within conduit or other raceways, or shall be type ALS, type NMC, type SJO, or type SVT cable. Branch circuit shall be kept clear of contact with the fixture housing. This clause indicates that multiple circuits can be run within a luminaire, provided they are properly isolated, protected, and wired. In addition to these core requirements, there are some important additional considerations. The number of circuits that can be incorporated into a luminaire is limited by the physical space available within the fixture and the thermal constraints imposed by the design. Adding multiple circuits inevitably increases the complexity of the luminaire's design and installation. Therefore, it is essential to carefully assess the customer's needs and the intended functionality of the luminaire before deciding to incorporate multiple circuits. Some examples of isolation are the use of separate transformers for each circuit. This provides galvanic isolation, meaning there is no direct electrical connection between the circuits. Isolation can also be achieved using separate power supplies, where each circuit has its own dedicated power supply. Another method is to use optocouplers, which transmit electrical signals between circuits using light, providing a high degree of isolation. Insulation barriers are also a viable option. Physical barriers made of insulating material can be used to separate the wiring and components of different circuits. Overcurrent protection can include fuses, which are single-use devices that blow when the current exceeds a certain level, or circuit breakers, which are reusable devices that trip when the current exceeds a certain level. It's important to select fuses or circuit breakers with the appropriate current rating for each circuit. Wire sizing is also critical. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides tables that specify the minimum wire size for different current ratings. It's important to consult these tables to ensure that the wiring is adequate for the load. The type of wire used is also important. Different types of wire have different ampacity ratings. For example, THHN wire has a higher ampacity rating than NMB wire. When considering the number of circuits in a luminaire, ensure that the enclosure is large enough to accommodate all the wiring and components. Also ensure that there is adequate ventilation to prevent overheating. When designing a luminaire with multiple circuits, it is crucial to consider the thermal characteristics of the components. Each circuit generates heat, and if the heat is not properly dissipated, it can lead to component failure or even a fire hazard. The design should incorporate adequate heat sinks or other thermal management techniques to ensure that the components operate within their safe temperature limits. Furthermore, when working with luminaires that incorporate multiple voltage levels, it's important to clearly label each circuit with its corresponding voltage. This is crucial for safety during installation and maintenance. Proper labeling helps prevent accidental contact with the wrong voltage, which could result in electric shock or damage to the equipment. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides detailed requirements for the installation and wiring of luminaires. Some key sections to consider include Article 410, which covers luminaires, lamp filters, and lamps, and Article 300, which covers wiring methods and materials. Following these requirements is essential for ensuring a safe and code-compliant installation. The ampacity of a conductor, which is the current in amps that a conductor can carry continuously under specific conditions of use without exceeding its temperature rating, is crucial in determining the correct wire size for each circuit. The NEC provides ampacity tables, such as Table 310.15b16, which lists the allowable ampacities for various conductor types and sizes based on their insulation type and ambient temperature. When selecting a wire size, it is important to consider not only the continuous load but also any non-continuous loads and dirting factors. Non-continuous loads are loads that operate for less than 3 hours at a time, while dirting factors are adjustments to the ampacity based on factors such as ambient temperature and the number of conductors in a raceway. The NEC specifies the requirements for overcurrent protection devices in Article 240. The overcurrent protection device, such as a fuse or circuit breaker, must be sized to protect the conductor from overcurrents. The general rule is that the overcurrent protection device should not exceed the ampacity of the conductor it is protecting. However, there are some exceptions to this rule, such as when the conductor is supplying a motor load. The grounding of luminaires is essential for safety. Grounding provides a low impedance path for fault current to return to the source, which helps to trap the overcurrent protection device and prevent electric shock. The NEC requires that all metal parts of a luminaire that are likely to become energized be grounded. This includes the luminaire housing, metal reflectors, and metal conduit. The NEC specifies the requirements for grounding in Article 250. The wiring methods used in luminaires must comply with the NEC requirements. The NEC specifies various wiring methods such as conduit, cable, and flexible cords. Each wiring method has its own set of requirements for installation and support. The selection of the appropriate wiring method depends on the application and the environment in which the luminaire is installed. The NEC also provides requirements for the spacing of luminaires. The spacing of luminaires is important for ensuring adequate illumination and preventing overheating. The NEC specifies minimum spacing requirements for luminaires based on their type, wattage, and location. In addition to the NEC, UL 1598 provides requirements for the construction and performance of luminaires. UL 1598 covers a wide range of topics, including electrical safety, mechanical safety, and thermal performance. Compliance with UL 1598 is essential for ensuring that a luminaire is safe and reliable. UL 1598 specifies the requirements for the materials used in luminaires. The materials used in luminaires must be suitable for the application and the environment in which the luminaire is installed. For example, materials used in outdoor luminaires must be resistant to corrosion and UV degradation. UL 1598 also specifies the requirements for the construction of luminaires. The construction of luminaires must be such that they are safe and reliable. For example, luminaires must be designed to prevent electric shock and fire hazards. UL 1598 also specifies the requirements for the testing of luminaires. Luminaires must be tested to ensure that they meet the requirements of UL 1598. The testing includes electrical safety testing, mechanical safety testing, and thermal performance testing. When designing a luminaire with multiple circuits, it is important to consider the electromagnetic compatibility, or EMC, of the design. EMC refers to the ability of a device to function properly in its electromagnetic environment without causing interference to other devices. Luminaires with multiple circuits can be more susceptible to EMC issues due to the increased complexity of the wiring and components. To mitigate EMC issues, it is important to use shielded cables, filters, and other EMC mitigation techniques. It is also important to test the luminaire for EMC compliance. The NEC also addresses emergency lighting systems. Emergency lighting systems are designed to provide illumination in the event of a power outage. Emergency lighting systems are typically powered by batteries or generators. The NEC specifies the requirements for the installation and wiring of emergency lighting systems. When designing a luminaire with multiple circuits, it is important to consider the energy efficiency of the design. Energy-efficient luminaires can save energy and reduce operating costs. There are several ways to improve the energy efficiency of a luminaire, such as using energy-efficient lamps, using electronic ballast, and using light controls. The NEC and other standards bodies are constantly updating their requirements for luminaires. It is important to stay up to date on the latest requirements to ensure that your luminaires are compliant. You can stay up to date on the latest requirements by subscribing to industry publications, attending industry conferences, and participating in standards development committees. Consider the specific application and environment where the luminaire will be used. This includes factors like indoor or outdoor use, ambient temperature, humidity, and potential exposure to corrosive substances. Select materials and components that are suitable for these conditions. This may involve using corrosion-resistant finishes, weatherproof enclosures, or specialized wiring. Pay close attention to the wiring connections within the luminaire. Use appropriate connectors and terminals that are rated for the voltage and current of each circuit. Ensure that all connections are secure and properly insulated to prevent short circuits or ground faults. Conduct thorough testing of the completed luminaire to verify its electrical safety and performance. This should include insulation resistance tests, ground continuity tests, and functional tests of each circuit. Document all test results and maintain records for future reference. Provide clear and detailed installation instructions for the luminaire. This should include wiring diagrams, grounding instructions, and any specific precautions that need to be taken during installation. Proper installation is crucial for ensuring the safe and reliable operation of the luminaire. Consider the long-term maintenance requirements of the luminaire. Design the luminaire so that components can be easily accessed and replaced. Provide clear instructions for maintenance and troubleshooting. By carefully considering all of these factors, you can design luminaires with multiple circuits that are safe, compliant, and meet the needs of your customers. Remember to consult the latest editions of the NEC and UL 1598 for the most up-to-date requirements. The goal is to create a lighting product that is not only functional, but also adheres to the highest standards of safety and performance.